Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Josh and today we're going to do something kind of fun and different. We're going to create a Minecraft skin. So what you can see right here is I have skin edit, and I'll put some notes in the show description of how to download it, where to get that. And we're going to launch that, and that's where we're going to do all of our work today. The way I have my system set up, for some reason it always goes to 7-zip, so I have to open with. And here we go. So when you open skin edit, you get this great little setup right here. It gives you the template up in this area, and it gives you kind of a live view of what your skin will look like down here. And we're going to do a very simple skin today. We're going to create an avatar for me, and we're going to do nice and simple. A nice orange shirt, some blue jeans, and a face that hopefully looks something reasonably close. So the things you need to know, and the tools I use most often, are the pencil up here, the eraser, and the color picker. Very rare that I'll use flood, line, or the shade tool. I don't think I've ever used the multi-tool, so I'll have to try that out sometime. And I will use tool settings. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll have to play around with that later. But here you go. So we have the pencil. You can change the width. That's nice and very useful as we go through and want to fill things quickly. So let's start, shall we? So let's see here. We're going to get some sort of pink. We'll do that for... That's too pink. That's a little better. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do my face first in a solid color. And the way I like to do skins, and I haven't done many. I am no graphic artist. But what I like to do is kind of get just the outlines going, and then from there I will add detail as possible. And I'll show you a little feature in a little bit called noise that I actually really like. Makes things nice and simple. Alright, so we'll give ourselves some brown hair here. Let's see, there's never really a good brown. That'll work. Perfect. And so we'll just do the top of the head in some brown. So as you can see, we're getting close to an idea of a face. And I'm just following this template right here. We ignore head and we ignore the hat area. It does work, I think, but I've never used it. So I'm just going to kind of ignore that today. So we said we wanted to have some sort of blue jeans, so let's get a nice blue for the pants. And we'll just fill the legs in right now just quickly. And that should be the pants. There we go. So you can always check to make sure you got all of them. Excellent. We're going to do an orange shirt because orange is my favorite color. That's more of a red. Let's see. That's better. Alright. So we'll just fill the shirt area for right now. And again, I like to do this because it makes it a little quicker just to have a good approximation of what everything's going to be. Give you a good idea. The arms will also mostly be orange. Probably won't be long sleeve, but we can fix it in a little bit. So right now, you see I haven't actually put any black, but you can see black areas down in this area. Those are areas I still haven't colored, and that'd be the hand and the shoulders. So we change the width here, fill the shoulder in. That should be the color of the shirt. The bottom of the body, I actually make the color of the pants. And so this is where the color picker tool is nice. I want to make sure I get the same shade of blue. And so I go do that, and then I can just color the bottom of the body. And now it won't be showing up as black. It looks like I have pants all the way through. The leg top, same deal. We'll have to match the pants. That takes care of that. So really what we have now is the top of the body, pardon me, and the foot. And so for the foot, I am going to actually use a black. And so we'll just put that in. So you won't really be able to tell at this point, but now it's actually painted in versus just not. For the hands, I want it to be the same as the skin tone for my face. There we go. And then the top of the body, we're going to want mostly to be the shirt. We'll add some room for some neck and some detailing in there in a little bit. But for now, let's make that the shirt. And for some reason, I'm getting some issues here. There we go. Let's color pick it. That's better. Alright, so here we go. Oh no! Nice undo features if you need it. And you can go and repair it color by color. Right now, by filling in blocks this quickly, it does make it very simple and nice. And so the last thing we really need to color at this point is the bottom of the head. And for the most part, that will be the skin tone. And so let's put that in right now. Now, depending on how much detail you want and how creative you are, you could do a lot by actually having things wrap around. And we'll actually show that when we do the hair in a second here. Alright, so nice and quick. Here's our very quick looking body. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump ahead. We're going to speed it up a little bit. I'm going to add some details to the face and then be right back. Alright, so there we go. So now you can see we have the basics of the face, and we have our hair done. Starting to look more and more like an actual person running around. That's me back in my goatee days. And so there we go. So that's not too bad. What we're going to do now is just a little more detailing in the body, just to make it a little more realistic. So if you want to, you'd get your color picker, grab the pink of your flesh, and I like to add a little neck to the shirt. Which means we also need to add a neck on the top of the body. So I'm filling this all in because this is where the neck region would be on the actual top of your body. And then over here on the back, I like to do the same thing. Maybe not as much of a V in the front. There we go. So now you have, it's actually a weird pose with the way the head's frozen. There you go. So it looks like, you know, it's a little t-shirt. For the arms, same thing. I'm going to make them short sleeves. So I'm actually going to go right across. Just like that. And I can increase the pen size to fill this in pretty quickly. So there you go, running around in a nice short sleeve orange shirt, enjoying the sun and running. So one thing you'll notice though, that the pants, I mean, they should be a little bit higher than where they are. You don't need old man pants, but you also don't need them that low. So you want to do that by adding them to the bottom of the body. And again, the nice thing is, oops, well, maybe we'll have old man pants that go a little higher. And there we go. So if you take a look, now you have pants. It doesn't look like your legs just flop around, and it looks good. I do like to add a belt, maybe about 1 pixel. And you can use the line tool. Here's a good place to use it. Just click once, click twice, and a line. There you go. So that looks good. Got a nice line tool. If you're really creative, you want to try to find a way to add like pockets. Oops, I don't want a line there. I want to the side of your pants. That's the problem is I just put them on the side of my leg. So you're not going to want to do that. So it'd actually be over here on these sides. It'd be something like this. There you go. Doesn't really look like a pocket, so I'm not going to do that. I don't get too much into the details of the clothing. I do like to put like a little border sometimes, so maybe like take a red here and we'll outline the collar. We could do that. Again, it's up to you. I don't really need to do it right now, so we won't, but just as an example. So that's a super quick version of a skin. You want to add a foot down here so your shoe can show up on the bottom of your feet. There you go. And that's the quickest way. So the last thing I do want to show before we go into too much details is actually right here. There's a nice tool up here in the edit menu that says add noise. And noise is great because right now you can see, I mean, it's awfully pink. You can see a lot of just the solid skin color, the solid orange, the solid blue. So if you add noise, it adds some variation. Some of it's really extreme, so I knock it down to the 20 range, and there you go. So it just adds a little roughness to the skin, makes it look a little bit more like you're trying to have some sort of realism there, instead of just being all the exact same color. So that's a super quick skin, and I'll save this one as our skin number 2. And that's it. So once you make this, you can upload it onto Minecraft and the multiplayer game, and that can be you as you're running around your world. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to share your skins. I'd love to see what you all have created. All right, bye-bye.